What's up, you guys? Famous Ashley Grant here, and welcome to More Movement, Please. Today, I want to talk about diet. Yep, that four-letter word that I can't stand. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you can relate. I can't stand the idea of dieting. I don't like the idea of restricting myself from anything. And that's not to say that I'm the type of person that just wants to binge all the time. I don't want to just eat a bunch of crap. But I don't want to change what I'm eating to the point that I start feeling like I'm restricted, which could lead me to binging. That said, whenever I started working out as much as I am now, I was unable to eat and drink the way that I was before getting serious. And that's not because I was intentionally restricting myself. It's because my body started craving certain things. And here's what I mean by that. That first week that I was going from 2 or 3 hours of fitness a week to that first week of doing that 19 classes, I reached for water more than I ever have in my whole life. I needed all the water because I was sweating so much from all the working out. Makes sense, right? So I constantly was needing more water. And as a result, I wasn't wanting soda as much. Not just because I wanted more hydration, but also because anytime I would drink soda, it felt bad. Like it just wasn't enjoyable in the way that it used to be. So even though I'm a soda girly, I wasn't enjoying the experience of drinking soda. The other interesting thing that happened is that when I started working out as much as I when I started working out more, I was unable to eat the same portions that I was eating previously. I was catching myself getting so full that I could not eat another bite. I don't know if it was because my body was shocked from suddenly working out as much as I had been, or if it was because my body was going, hey, you've been eating too much and you should stop. So what naturally started to happen is that I was not finishing my meals. And as a result, I started changing the recipes that I was doing, that I had been making, to have smaller portions. And this wasn't like I was not trying to restrict myself. It was simply the fact that I literally felt if I ate another bite of certain foods, I was going to be sick. And so we're now, more than 100 days into this wild fitness journey. And I don't want to say that it has leveled out because that's simply not true. I'm still not able to eat the portion sizes that I was previously, but I am noticing that I am able to eat just a little bit more, but I'm choosing not to. And it's not because I don't want it. I mean, there are times, I'm not going to lie, I will just sit there and eat the entire meal, even though I'm stuffed and even though I don't want any more. Because there is something to be said for if you really love a meal, go all in, right? But I don't recommend that. And I'm sure any person that's listening to this, if you're a nutritionist or you're a physical trainer, you're probably like cringing at the fact that I literally just said there are some times that I will stuff myself. The thing is, though, it's not that I'm trying to advocate for it. I know when I make that decision what I'm doing. And yes, I pay for it. I feel the pain of the fact that I overstuffed myself. So in truth, no, I've not dieted per se, but I have naturally changed the way that I'm eating. And the funny thing is, not only am I changing the portion sizes, I am catching myself reaching for healthier options because I can feel a difference in my performance when I do. And this isn't about, again, I just want to make this abundantly clear. It's not about restriction. It's about I am feeling that my body is craving different things now. And so I'm reaching for those. And to me, that's a much healthier way of going about changing what you're consuming than to sit there and say, oh, well, I have to be in a calorie deficit of 500 calories, so I can't have X, Y, or Z. I feel like if you're going to change what you're eating or change your portions, then it should be because your body is telling you to, not because you're telling your body to. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because I feel a difference whenever I'm reaching for certain things. So I've caught myself going, no, I don't want this cookie. What I actually want is a banana, because if I eat the banana, I can feel the potassium. I can feel it's better in my system than I would feel after eating that cookie. And so I guess what I want to do today is challenge you not to think of things as dieting. Think of it as, what does your body need? Because if you actually start listening to your body, it's kind of amazing how it will literally tell you what you do and do not want. The reality is that I can catch myself going, oh, I really want to have, let's just call it a candy bar or a bag of chips or something like that. My body literally will go, absolutely not, after like the first or second bite sometimes. And it's not because I want to restrict myself, but it's because I don't feel good whenever I consume it. And why would you do something to yourself that you're not enjoying, right? Although then again, some of you might be listening to this going, well, I hate squats, so I guess I should stop doing that. It doesn't feel good, but it's good for you, right? So you should still do the squats. But maybe if you eat a candy bar and you feel like, wow, that candy bar did not make me feel good, how about don't eat that candy bar? That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I just wanted to share these thoughts. The big thing to me is, if you are going to try to lose weight, yes, of course, doctors will probably tell you like, hey, you need to limit the amount of calories you're consuming, need to be in a calorie deficit. I understand all that. If you really listen to your body, it will tell you what you need. And I think you'll find that if you start doing that rather than trying to focus on the numbers of calories that you're consuming, you might notice that your body is telling you that it wants something that's healthier for you. That's been my experience. It's what I've been feeling and what I just wanted to share today. So today, as you're consuming, meals and drinks and whatever it is you normally consume, check in with yourself. See how you're feeling as you are consuming these things. Is it really worth what you're consuming? Because if you're not enjoying it, what's the point? I hope this tip helps somebody. I hope it makes sense. And onwards and upwards, my friends. Have you worked out today?